What's good? This is Master Ace from Brooklyn, New York. Here with my peoples at Breaking Records Radio. Real hip hop will live forever.
What's up? This is Derek.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Spesh One.
This is Spesh K.
Hot Rocks, motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking
Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out.
And then so Eat, was that the first joint you and Preem ever actually did? That was your joint then?
First joint.
I thought so, yeah.
First Primo beat that I rapped over. First record of mine that I made with DJ Premier.
That's crazy.
He did the scratches on my song Saturday Night Live.
Oh, did he? Okay.
And a lot of people thought he did the beat because at the beginning you hear the voice DJ Premier.
Yeah.
But that was just him doing the scratches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because when I was coming up, I mean, back before I ever copped disposable arts, when I just this is like LimeWire days and stuff, when you just you got the tracks you could find and stuff. You remember that shit? And this might even been Napster. But I always thought No Regrets was a Primo beat back in those days, and I always thought Enough was a Primo beat.
Oh yeah, nah.
But no, as I got older, I read credits and really got to know his sound because he's my favorite producer now. But at that time, I was kind of really just digging, learning all his history. I'm like, man, this guy, I knew him from Gangstar. And I'm like, you did these Illmatic joints, you did the Jay-Z, you did all my favorite rappers' favorite songs. That's what I mean? It's it's crazy. But those beats at the time I always thought were Premier joints. So then when I learned they weren't, I'm a little disappointed, right? And as I got older, I'm like, man, I wish Ace and Premier would work. So
finally did it.
Yeah, when I seen that, I'm like, yo, and that track's crazy, by the way.
I sat on that beat since 2011.
Holy shit, eh?
Yeah, I heard that beat in 2011. We were on tour in Australia together. It was me, Marco Polo. I was with Edo G. Me and Edo G had a tour with Beat Nuts and DJ Premier.
Was that when you guys put out A&E?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we were doing an A&E tour, but we were with Beat Nuts and Premier in Australia, and we were in Sydney, and at the Sydney sound check, Premier put that beat on, and as soon as it came on, I said, "Yo, what's that?" And he was like, "Yo, this is for because at the time he was working with an artist named Nick Javis."
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is Nick Javis' joint," and I was like, "Yo, I need that right there." He's like, "Yo, it's his beat. You gotta talk to him." So I went after sound check and I pulled him to the side and I talked to Nick and I was like, "Yo, what's up with that?" And he's like, "Yo, I can't come up off that beat. That's for my grandma. It's a song I wrote about my grandmother and this and that." And I was like, "Damn, word." All right. And I was so disappointed, but I was like, I just kind of I left it alone, but it was still in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And then maybe a year and a half or so later, I found out that they weren't working together anymore.
Oh,
so it's kind of like the guy who finds that he liked this girl, but she was married. And then he finds out that they broke up, and he calls her like, "Yo,
hey, how you been doing?"
So I called up. So I called up Premier, and I was like, "Yo, what's up with that Nick Javis beat that I heard in Sydney?" He didn't even remember the beat.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, I'll." He's like, "I got a whole bunch of Nick Javis beats that aren't being used. A bunch of them I already gave the Bumpy Knuckles."
Oh, so that's how those albums probably started.
And he's like, I don't know if that's one of the ones or not, but I'll play you the ones that Bumpy Knuckles didn't pick.
Yeah.
And we sat in his car, and I was like, that one, that's it right there. He's like, it's yours. I was like, bet. And I had that beat since that time. So it was 2011 was when I first heard it, and I got possession of it in 2012, around there, 13. And I've been sitting on it ever since.
Holy shit, eh?
Yeah.
And then to get evidence on it, did you and Evidence have a relationship prior to that, or did you just hear him on it?
You know what happened? I went to his show. He had a show in Brooklyn at the Knitting Factory. Me and Marco went together.
Yeah.
And we still hadn't really had... We hadn't really had that many features for the album yet. We were still kind of figure out who would be on what.
And you guys already knew the Primo joint was going on there, or?
No, well, I had the beat.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
spoken for that yet.
Yeah, nothing had even been decided yet. But I met Evidence after the show, or it might have been before the show, before he went on stage. And he's like, "Yo, good to finally meet you." And I didn't realize that we never met before. I thought sure we had met, previously or whatever. And we talked briefly, and I was like, "Yo, it would be dope to have you on a record." He's like, "Yo, let me know." And that's pretty much how the ball got rolling, and it was just me figuring out which record. And once we had once every other song was kind of figured out, I was like, I think the Primo joint is the right one for Evan. I think that'd be ill.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Good selection too, because Evidence and Primo always sound good together. And shout out to Ev, he's a friend of the show. We interviewed him last year.
Yep.
Shout outs to Evidence. Yeah, that's dope, man. As soon as I seen, because when you guys put the album out, I can't remember if it was you or Polo, but one of you guys posted and you're like, yeah, in the bonus joint, and it's like DJ Premier produced featuring Evidence. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy. So that was the first joint I went and peeped.
That's a good one to hold on to.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
That's a cool story behind that too, man. That's a good history. I'm glad I asked you about that. Yo, what's up? It's your man, MLNY, Maloney, Breaking Records Radio. You know what it is. I'm just here to tell you guys right now that you want to, if any of my smokers out there, basically, any of my Canadian smokers, now that it's legal, what you got to do is you got to head over to thccollection.com and check them out. And make sure you use the promo code HIPHOP. That's HIPHOP. And that's all capital letters. Save 10% on every purchase that you make. Anytime. They got everything. They got deals every single day of the week, which include like free whatever with whatever you buy. And my favorite is Tulip Tuesday. You can get $100 ounces, and that's only on Tuesdays. And you save 10% on every purchase with the promo code HIPHOP, all caps. That's HIPHOP. So make sure you go over there, check them out. That's thccollection.com for all your good medible needs, for all your good greenery, your extracts, and all that good stuff.